Howdy everybody, welcome back to the barn. Kind of hanging out, enjoying a Friday evening, relaxing with a pipe and a cup of good coffee. It has been a pretty significant change here in northern Indiana. Today it finally got up out of the single digits and the teens. I think on my way home from work, the thermometer in the car said 32. And the sun was shining, so it was really felt nice outside. It was nice to actually get out of work in the sunlight for once in some time, so... I guess I should tell you what I'm smoking here. So tonight, smoking some Saint Espresso to go with my espresso coffee. It's not really espresso, it's just a really dark roast that they call espresso. But, and I'm smoking my Saint Espresso out of a Dr. Grabow. I bought this at one of the antique shops right here in town for 10 bucks. It's in pretty good shape. There's a little crack in the stem right here, but with the stinger that's in there, or whatever you call that little thing, the little aluminum piece, smokes okay. And if you stick your thumb over the top of the bowl and draw on it, it definitely pulls a vacuum, so it's not like it leaks or anything, so. And this is a pipe I just leave down here in the barn, so I always have one handy. So yesterday was International Pipe Smoking Day. And I actually went and the Fort Wayne Cigar and Pipe Club had a get-together yesterday afternoon in at one of the Copper Canyons in Fort Wayne. Had a decent turnout. That's the first time I've ever been to one of their club meetups, but it was enjoyable. There was I don't know, handful of folks there anyway. I didn't think to bring them with me. I'll be the first one to admit we have a couple of Copper Canyons around us, and they all say to Copper Canyon tobacconist on them, but I know the one that I'm go past more often than not. To me, it looks like a head shop. It's full of glass pipes and that sort of stuff. And I honestly had never gone into one because I just didn't figure they had anything I needed. And I'm honestly can say I'm glad that they had that meetup at this particular location. They have a nice walk-in humidor. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but a nice variety of stuff. And I was honestly surprised with the number of pipes and pipe tobacco they had. They had several different tin tobaccos. They had, I'm trying to think how many pipes I seen in it. But I'll just say this. They had a decent selection of Savinellis and Peterson pipes. And with it being IPSD, they had 10% off all their pipes and pipe tobacco. And I'm not going to get in on the whole Sutliff McBaron craze, because there's enough people complaining about that, and I'll be honest, it's done. I mean, what happened happened. Am I happy about it? No, but at this point, it doesn't matter. You ain't going to change it. But I will say this. Copper Canyon had some of the Sutliff blends in tins that I like. And a matter of fact, they had 3 of them. And I wasn't a jerk. I didn't buy all 3, but I did buy 2 of the 3. So that was kind of nice to get a hold of those. And they were, you know, what I would consider around here a normal price for a brick and mortar store. I mean, if I could have bought them through Smoking Pipes or someplace like that, they'd have definitely been less. But you know, they're always a little higher at the brick and mortar, and I try to, when I can, if I'm at a brick and mortar, I always try to buy something while I'm there. Especially when they're the brick and mortars that we're doing the pipe meetups and stuff at. Because, you know, them places aren't charging us for using their space. And there's people just kind of hanging out in there and whatever and whatnot. And like I was there for 3.5 hours last night. So, I feel that the right thing to do is to spend a little money while you're there using up their lounge. So, but it was a good time with a good group of folks. So, but hopefully you guys got a chance to get out and smoke a pipe yesterday. Enjoy some good tobacco. Maybe you were lucky enough to get together with some like-minded folks to do it enjoy a little bit of fellowship, I'll say, at the same time. I have to say, this is the only Dr. Grabow I own. It's also probably the cheapest pipe I own. I think this is cheaper than any of the Cobbs I've bought. But it smokes really, really well. Well, I guess while I'm at it, I was going to show off a silly purchase that I made. And I had intended to smoke it tonight. I haven't smoked it since I got it. It's just been sitting in the basement waiting. But I got down here to the barn and talking to my brother on the phone. And so I decided to, I didn't want to light that thing up while I was talking on the phone, so I grabbed the old barn pipe and went to it. So you ready to see it? Well, if any of you have been paying attention, Smoking Pipes is celebrating their 25th anniversary. And they did a line of pipes to commemorate that with Savinelli. And I'll be honest, I looked and seen how much they was, and I have a handful of artisan pipes that are similar price range to some of those Savinellis. And I thought for that kind of money, I'd just soon buy some more artisan pipes. But then I seen the sandblasted. And I'm sure some of you have heard me say before, I'm a sucker for a good sandblast. And I have some other Savinellis, a couple of which are sandblasted, and they look all right, but they're nothing. They're not a beautiful sandblast. And well, when I seen these on there, I was quite impressed, and so I wound up deciding to go ahead and get one. And I don't know. Yeah, I've had it for a little bit now, maybe a week or so. And the funny part was when it showed up and I got the package off the porch, I picked it up and I thought the box was really heavy. And I couldn't figure out why the box was so dad-burned heavy. I was like, I don't remember ordering tobacco with it. I thought I just bought the pipe. Well, I didn't realize how they packaged them. So, I'll show you this. When I opened up the box, this is what was inside. So this is how those 25th anniversary pipes show up. They're in a really, they're not in just the regular old cardboard box that the regular Savinellis come in. So it's in a very nice case, which, don't get me wrong, don't really mean much, but it was a nice presentation, I guess, what I'm getting at. And then they're in kind of a, I don't know if you like a imitation velvet, I don't know what you call that bag, but I was just really, really impressed with the ring grain on this. I'll see if I can't get the light to play good on it so you can see it good. But just an absolutely gorgeous piece of briar with an excellent, excellent sandblast on it. And I know a lot of people really like, and I understand, you know, a thick piece of briar helps keep it cool and pulls a lot of heat out of it, but I don't want a 4-pound pipe. I have one of my hard castles is a bent pot, and it's got a pretty thick wall on it, and it's a heavy dude. Now, it clenches good and it hangs in your mouth well, but this thing, you can see the thickness of the bowl's not tremendous, but it is a beautiful, beautiful little pipe. And so, as much as I didn't want to, I'm really glad that I did. After it showed up, I'm even more pleased with it than it was in the pictures. And I will say the sandblasted out of the 25th anniversary pipes was I believe were the cheapest ones to get. And I like this better than the smooths anyways. And even the smooths, had some beautiful straight grains on them. And I wish I could show you inside the bowl. If you could see the grain even on the inside of the bowl. I remember watching the video on these that Smoking Pipes did, and I think it was Shane Ireland made a comment about how the grain looked inside the bowl. And the way they got the inside of it done, it is. I mean, the grain that you can see inside the bowl is, these were a tremendous blocks of wood, blocks of briar. So, absolutely thrilled to death with it. I'm not near as upset about spending the money now that I've got it. So, and I think, what did they say? I think out of there wasn't a whole lot of them that they produced either. It was a pretty, I think it was a fairly small number, like 250 total pipes. So, I know they were salty if you guys seen them, but I think like I said, the smooths, I still think were a little pricey, but for what I got there, and I'll know better after I smoke it, but at first glance, I'm pretty happy with the purchase, so. And yes, it's gonna get smoked. So, I ain't, I ain't gonna buy a pipe not to smoke it. But anyways, I guess that's about all I got to say. So I'm going to finish my Saint Espresso and my coffee here and let you guys get back to your Friday night. So thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.